but it's not about physical appearance here. It's a tarot channel, so it's about deeper inner being. So I'm gonna put my glasses on so I can read your name. Drip drop, of course. Sorry. Ah la la. Yeah, it's just a name. Like, this is just an envelope. You know, we are on this community here. We are not defined by our names or envelope. I don't know. So how are you doing? Oh, I think I have to open, because if people want reading after, I'm totally lost, because I don't open this panel here. Oh, yeah, I already have two here. I didn't see that Chanteuse Cherry and Phantom Punk joined. Cool. Phantom Punk, how are you? What's up? Okay, let's do that. I'm gonna light up a little candle here. To be enlightened, if we can. Is that okay here? I'm trying not to burn stuff around. People, please tell me if you see that behind everything is going on fire. Tell me on the chat, your house is burning, so I can react. Thank you. Thank you. Chanteuse Cherry, hello, where are you from? It's the first time I see your name around here. Are you French? Are you a singer? New York. Nice. Very nice. So do you do music? Okay. Is that your main work? Yeah, I'm French. I think you can tell by my incredible accents, English accents. I'm trying my best, but I think I'll never be able to hide it. Sorry for that. Yeah. And I'm kind of a singer. Well, I cannot say I am a singer, because I don't feel that I sing very well. But actually, it's my work. I sing and play piano in hotels. You're laughing. You're making fun of my accent. Please, people, when I make a mistake in English, correct me, because I'm here also to get better at talking English. Yeah. So yeah, let's begin that. You're nice. Thank you very much. I'm gonna put that a little bit away and change the scene here. Bim. Here we are. Okay. Do you have a question? If you've never been here before, just a little disclaimer that I do like psycho tarot. Tarot. I don't read the future. I don't read what's gonna happen in 1 month or 1 year, because I don't believe in that. I read, well, the cards can help to read what's right now. What are the potentials, the blockages, what is in play right now. So what we can act on, you know. Is it a good idea to have a tough conversation with a family member? Yeah, according to the time and according to your actions of every day. Every possibility is here every day. But yeah, let's check this out. That seems interesting. Okay. You know, the cards, they help you sometimes reflect on some topics that sometimes you didn't think about, or you know. So that's really the great thing about cards. But yeah, people shouldn't take actions just according to cards. But of course, if you're adults, you know that already. But yeah, let's try to see if we can light up this situation right now. Okay. Yeah. While I mix the cards, please could you give me 3 numbers from 1 to 22? Five, 12, 15. Ok. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 5, 12, 15. Okay. What do we have here? La Maison Dieu. Okay, this is called also the Tower. It represents a time of chaos. Of chaos. But of positive chaos, of something that has to show out in other. Yeah, there is like a truth that, you know, it's totally your question. This is some hard truth that has to show up for things to get better, you know. But it's gonna be painful, difficult, and chaotic. But it's also a celebration. Look at all these colorful things. It's the celebration of the truth. It's the celebration of good, mixing up again the cards to be able to put new cards out. So yeah, it can represent, sometimes it can represent the coming out of a truth that helps to heal later. It can represent also ourselves when we are facing out a truth that we didn't want to see, but that now we are watching clearly. But yeah, it's a time of crisis and not knowing where we should go and what we should do, but it's beneficial for later. I hope this is clear. What do you have next? Okay, that's great. So apparently this is like a big thing happening right now. This could represent you in the middle, this is the strength, la force, and it's a person that has power over things, that is very strong inside. But this strength doesn't come from brutality, doesn't come from being superior to other people. It comes from inner, somebody that is anchored. And there is an advice also with this card to find your own reference. She's one of the few ones that don't have any decoration around. We cannot put her into space or relating to something else. So she's her own foundation. So whenever there is a personality like that, and this means you have that in potential, and it's great that you also develop that, because it's a great potential you have. This hat has the infinite number. It looks like the infinite number, the 8. And it seems that there is unlimited energy and unlimited potential. So don't worry. You have it's required to be in action and to do things. And you're taming the beast here. You tamed. But the beast is not a bad thing, it can be your kundalini, it can be your creative energy. This means that you have great control over things with diplomacy and not with strength. You have like real calm inner strength. And it invites you also to find your balance, your inner balance inside of yourself, and not seeking out this balance from other people. What do we have next? Okay, that's great. This is a new element that comes whenever we shift our state of mind. This is the 20. It's there just before the 21st, which is the end of the cycle, which is the plenitude, the harmony with all things. And it's funny because these two cards are very similar. This one is like also a positive crisis that has to show that has to show up in order for us to go to the next level. And in this case, the next level is nothing less than just harmony with all things. I'm going to show you the card. It's a beautiful card. And it's like awakened people, like very wise people of all sorts, like ancient yogis, or not me, people really like awakened people. What they always say, just before their awakening, they had a moment of crisis because their reality was shifting, and they didn't know if they were becoming crazy or and this represents that it's this energy, or these informations, or these things that have to show up in order for things to get better. And there is definitely the creation of a new reality. We are harmonizing the feminine energy, the reception, the active energy going out, and we are creating a new paradigm, a new reality. And this is a celebration, it's the angel that celebrates this state. So I don't know, Chanteuse Chérie from New York, I don't know if you believe in cards. I do, but always be cautious and really feel if it resonates with you, and always do something, you know, first, you know, that has a big echo in you. It has to sound right in you. But according to your question, this is very, and the three of them, but this is a big yes. A big yes. There, it's gonna be, yeah, a tough conversation, but it's very useful, and it's gonna be better for the better later. There, you know, sometimes people ask me questions, and I don't really know how to interpret it because it doesn't have a big relation with the question, and you know, we are trying to make up stories around it as we, you know, as much as we can. But here it's super clear. There is, you know, there is a, it's the explosion of truth on both of them. But here it tells us that you don't have to worry. You can really, if you talk with your own truth, you have to be very centered, very anchored, and be direct, and talk with your heart. It's gonna be okay. You have this power. You can do it. You can do it, no problem. Yeah. Yeah, you know, tarot. Hello, open phones. Hello, between boundary. How are you? Good morning, Unity. Here it's night. But good morning to you. Where are you from? Yeah. And you know what, chanteuse chérie? You're a chanteuse. You're a singer. So you have to sing out the truth. You know, I'm a big believer anyway in just speaking the truth all the time, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's painful, even if it can hurt. Of course, if it can hurt another person, we have to be careful sometimes on how we bring the truth out. But it's always a good choice. I really believe that. Good, good. It's been a very busy day, but now I take the time to calm down and be with you. It's cool. Ah, California. Nice. Yeah, thank you, chanteuse chérie, for your question, and I wish you a lot of strength and courage for this, and I wish you the best. Thank you. Um, oh, I forgot to say that, you know, watching it again, the judgment can be also a vocation, but it was not related to the question. But when you have that, it's also, it can be the call. It's a call of a. It can be a call of a vocation too. Hello, Vanna Not White. What's up? I'm happy, you know. I'm happy when we have questions like that, and the cards are super clear about the answer. Like last time, there was a person asking a question about a dream, and she or he said, was that a dream that was warning me about something that would happen lately, or was that just my subconscious? And you know, if you have like a card that represents the dream in tarot, it would be the moon for sure. You can have other ones, and if you have a card that represents the unconscious, it's the devil, definitely. It can be the devil, it can be the hermit too. and just the devil appeared, and I said, I don't think we have to see other cards. It's a big yes. Yeah, I like it when it's very clear. And yeah, it's not always the case. And I always tell people when it's not very clear, or if I don't know how to interpret cards, because of course it goes through my own subjectivity, my own culture, education, everything. So yeah, I'm trying to be as clear as possible. So who is next here? How did I do that? Did I read? I think. Okay. Okay, I think there was Phantom Punk. I'm sorry, Phantom Punk. Did I skip you? Yeah, that's what I was not understanding. I'm sorry if I skipped you. I'm sorry. I thought I saw Chantal Cherry first, and right now I went back to on Play with Viewers, and I saw it was you were there before. I'm very sorry. Oh, maybe Phantom Punk. Yeah. Yeah, I know, but I saw. Okay. I hope he comes back now, or else we go on the other. We go with the other person. Okay. Okay. Just to warn people here, if Phantom Punk comes back, I'm gonna finish the reading of the person I'm reading the tarot for, but I'm gonna put him in the middle, because I'm super sorry that I didn't see he was on cue. Blah blah blah. Enough talk. Open Phones is here. Hello. Welcome here. How are you? Where are you from? It's not an obligation to answer. Okay. So in LA, you told me that it was the morning in LA already. Okay. Do you have a question? Or do you want a general reading? While you answer, I'm gonna recount my cards, because I used them today for other stuff, and I took some out, and I'm always afraid I miss some. Cool. Really? Oh, we have to talk about it. First time here, I meet somebody that knows Jodorowsky. That's cool. Man, I've been listening. I don't know if you saw that he put on Facebook La Escuela Gratuita de Tarot. And it's a series of many videos where he teaches in depth all the symbolism of the tarot cards. So I watched all of that twice, and after I watched, on YouTube you have also videos where he to thank people that have participated to his last movie. He did a reading for everybody, and he did like almost 200 readings like that on video, which is insane. And I watched most of them, and I wrote down, significations of his interpretations. Oh, really? I have to follow you, so you can read me the cards too. Yeah. So I'm doing pretty much what he did on these last videos. I ask people to give me a number between 1 and 21. No, 1 and 22, because there is the math too. And so I'm trying to do the same, because I feel it's probably more accurate than just throwing out cards. But sometimes I do it also. Depends of the feeling of the moment. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely follow you, and you have to do me a reading too. Yes. Yes, it's exactly that. Okay. Ah, and also I'm here on Twitch to meet people like you, or that like to read tarot. And I thought it would be cool also to make talks all together sometimes, so that we can share our knowledge about tarot. We can share how we interpret certain cards. We can share which kind of spread we do, or about symbolism, about ideas, how we feel when we read cards to people. Why do we do that? That's a very interesting topic for me. Why do we do that? Do we want to feel useful? Do we want to feed our ego? Do we want to spread a message? Do we want to believe in magic? There are many things, blah blah blah. This would be for another time, but I thought it would be great also to share on that. You are in the process of initiating via Eliphas Levi's work. I have no idea who that is. Eliphas. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to this video later and follow you and check all of this out. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we have a Jodorowsky specialist with us today, so it's gonna be interesting. I don't know if you're a special. I'm not a specialist. Okay. He was a foundational thinker and writer. Okay, I'm gonna check him out. Cool. Okay, nice. Let's do that. Do you have a question? All right. Let's go on the energy of tumult. While I mix the cards, could you please give me 3 numbers from 1 to 22? You just close your eyes, you breathe, you're calm. And just the 3 first numbers that come in your head. Ok. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So here we have 9, 3, and 20. It's funny because most of the people give me numbers in a crescent way, and not you. You said 3, 9, and 20. Blah blah blah. Oh, gleaming microscope. Thanks for the ads. I don't even know how to stop these ads, but ça va. He has a nice name, gleaming microscope. Okay, so we have the moon here. Okay. In the massive transition you're going through, you are guided by the moon, which is not the easiest guidance. The moon is a reflection, doesn't have her own shining. She shines because she's reflecting the sun. But she can give this, you can see on her face that it's not the face of a young lady. It has the face of an ancient wisdom. And it shines pretty well. The thing is that down there, we have this little animal that represents our unconscious. And we can see here that the water is not flowing freely, like in the star card, for example. It's contained, it's closed in something that looks like a swimming pool a little bit. And this animal has a big protection around. He has this shell. Can we say shell for a crustacean like that? Or a lobster? He has a thick skin. So there is a rise from the unconscious that want to rise up. And here we have these two wolves or dogs that are complementary. You can see here that they both have the color of the other one, like in the Tao. And you have the spiritual guard and you have the material, the incarnation part. And they are both guarding the line. There is a line here that we could cross, but only if we have a ticket, a return ticket. Like it's a beautiful path to go deep inside our soul, to go deep inside our, some people call it shadow work, I guess. It's really beautiful to do this job, but we have to be able to come back. We have, he's guarding this open tower here, and he's guarding this closed tower, as if the spiritual was opening up to new things. So the moon is a beautiful card. It always makes me think about the fish, not the fish, the fishes in astrology, even if I don't believe in astrology, but I love the symbolism of it. And we are in the world of dreams here, of deep intuition, and it can sometimes we can sometimes feel lost, and sometimes we are invited to be more anchored into reality, because this means we are a lot in the world of dreams. Blah blah blah. Maybe I talk too much about every card. What's next? Whoa. Okay. I say whoa just because they really go well together. Okay, I'm gonna read a little bit what you say also. Incredible. Wow. That's a crazy sign to me. I love these coincidences, these synchronicities. That's very cool. Yeah. Cool. I'm happy. I'm happy you say so. Okay, so you know this one, the one that has a name but doesn't have a number, and you have the other one in reverse, which is the unnamed arcana that some people call death, but it's not the death. Blah blah blah. The unnamed arcana has no name but a number. Well, but le mât, which also in other tarot cards is called the Fool, he's the primarily energy. He's really the first vital energy, and he represents freedom in its more raw and pure definition. He goes in the world, but he doesn't know where he goes, but he moves. He goes for it. And he's watching up. He's watching at the stars. He has, we don't really know who is this animal, but apparently it represents our past or our ego. And this means that our deep being shouldn't be at the service of our ego, but the other way around. It's the ego that has to be at the service of our inner being. And yeah, he sings his own music. He does his own music. He doesn't want to be labeled. He doesn't bear to be put in a box. He wants to have total freedom and to be a free spirit. Okay. But these two cards together mean that there is a high spirituality, imagination going on here, and yeah, a big freedom, a big connection to your own subconscious. You've really made the work of not putting, of trying to be as authentic and trying to have as much communication with your own true inner being. But the other side of these cards is also that, we'll see what is the third one, but it's also that you might feel lost with all of that, when we are too much we need balance, we need balance all the time, and this is all up there, and it's very great. There is no positive, negative. It's just there are invitations also to anchor. Let's see that. It's spirituality too. La papesse. What do you say? Yeah, that's what he says, in that's what he says in one of the video. But there is another video where he says that it represents the past, that the past shouldn't retain us to go for our path, our way. And there is another video where he says that it's the ego that we tamed, that we don't care about our ego, that it's just the pure inner self that is acting, But the more I see how he interprets cards, the more I feel, okay, that's his way, and I'm gonna take as much information as I can from him, because I really think He's very honest in the way of reading cards. He's not, he doesn't speak like a guru. He says, oh, this is all bullshit, gurus, maestros, I am not a maestro. I really love this honest way of doing the tarot, and I really wish I can, do the same. But at the same time, I feel that he really channels something, and he's really trying to speak with his intuition. And that's what I'm trying to do right now, more and more. To not just think, like as if I was reading the book, but more, okay, I have some informations, but I try to interpret it with my intuition of what's happening now and with the question of the person. Blah, blah, blah. So, what did you say? Yeah. 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 That's interesting, huh? But I'm sure we can find, like every little detail on this Marseille Tarot has an importance. This thing of here they are closed, here they are open. The number, even here apparently the number of, I don't know the word in English, stripes? Yeah, of stripes, I guess. It has a signification. Every little drop, the number of drops, the number of rays here, Yeah, yeah, there is also these eyes. You see, there is like a third eye here, and he's offering these little blue stones, these little spirituality stones. Well, blah blah blah. There is, every card is a jewel of informations. That's really amazing. Hello, alchemics. Welcome to you. Thank you for joining. So yeah, we were talking about the high priestess. I think, yeah, in English it's the high priestess, la papesse, la papisa. By the way, do you speak Spanish? Because a lot of his videos are in Spanish. Notebook where I wrote all of that stuff down when I was reading into this book. Yeah. That's cool. Okay, the high priestess, her, she represents, okay, a big call we have for high spirituality. It's a big call to go beyond the material. We have a big faith. We are doing a big inner work here. You're working on the sacred book, the book of life, and you're working on this book with pure hands, white hands. And look at this egg here. She's in gestation. She's in gestation of herself. And this is the color of her face, and the shape is mirroring this little egg. You see that? And we see this veil around her that is like closing her. It means that she does this work, but it's a very inside work. It's it's not like the Pope that does it, that is all about transmitting his knowledge. Her, she's studying deeply. She's really seeking. She's a truth seeker, and she has a high call for spiritual knowledge and spiritual things. This really, this spread really makes sense, I feel. about what you told me, the little you said about yourself. And this is in the middle. The free spirit part is a big thing on this spread. You have this free spirit that is trying to understand, to go at the quest of himself. You know, he's really the beginning of the tarot. He has this big intuition connection with what is not explainable, and this big willing to connect with the divine, with something bigger. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Tonight I feel excited because it's the second read that makes a lot of sense like that. Okay. The clouds are telling me to keep going on the path that I've been called to take. Keep bringing the knowledge and trust that it will bear the fruit that I'm seeking. You know, that's the whole question. You know, that's my whole question all the time. Right now, that's exactly my question about the cards, because I really feel most of the time they are true about somebody, but I'm always wondering, you know, are they giving an advice, or are they defining a situation? Like, you know, because for me, if I was taking these cards, I would feel, okay, this is beautiful and I love this path, but I miss some anchoring here. For me, I just tell you what I would feel, because you know, the Fool, I always take him since I'm 20 years old, and now I'm 47. So it's been 27 years that I take the Fool all the time. And I've been tired of him, and the Moon too, you know. And yeah, the three of them, but okay. But him, every time I take him, I say, okay, it's beautiful to feel free, to feel that we don't want to be labeled by anything, that everything is always possible at any time. But I'm tired sometimes of taking so many paths. You know, sometimes I feel that I have the need to anchor more. Okay, bye. Yeah, I'll find you. Thank you for participating here. That's super great. I'm really happy about this connection. Okay, have a good day. Ciao. Thank you. That's cool. That's great connection. Somebody that knows Jodorowsky. Yeah, Jodorowsky is the person from who I studied tarot. Alejandro Jodorowsky. He's a movie maker. He's an artist. He writes books. He did some comics that are very famous in France. And and he doesn't do tarot to read the future. He does tarot as a way to understand our subconscious better. And I really love this approach. I really feel it's talking to my kind of Cartesian background, you know, because I have a big call for spiritual things and mystical things, but at the same time, I don't believe in astrology. I don't believe in the fact that we have many angels that we can talk every day. Yeah, as a metaphoric thing, of course, we have guides and But what I believe in is more overall big energy that we are all part of. Like what Carl Jung calls the universal unconscious. And so I believe in energy. I believe in that, but I don't relate all the time with some new age talks that I can hear here and there. Blah blah blah. I think there are many people in the line. Wow. Okay, this is open phones, and now we have between boundary. Very mystical names tonight. Open phones and between boundary. So what are you doing between boundaries? From one boundary to another, are you balancing? Are you finding your balance there? Howdy, how are you? Okay. Okay. Can I ask you where you are from? Where are you from? I'm from France. I am Indira Luz. Spanish and Italian from my parents, but living in France. Okay, from Virginia. Oh, you know what? I'm bad in geography. People say that Americans are bad in geography, but I am French and I am very bad in geography. I couldn't point you where Virginia is in US. But I guess it's the morning, no? Now. Okay. East Coast. All right. Thank you for the information. Okay, what can I do for you tonight and today for you? Do you have a question? Or would you like to have a general reading? All right, let's do a general reading. This Palo Santo, I love the smell of that. Okay. Could you please give me 3 numbers from 1 to 22? You just breathe, you're calm, you can close your eyes. Just the 3 first numbers that pop up in your mind. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 7, and 8. Okay, the Chariot. the chariot tells us that you are in action in the world, or you want to be in action in the world. But this is something that you have a lot in mind right now, maybe. This action in the world is made by a charismatic character here. So yeah, it's the self that wants to find his place in the society, in the world. He wants to know who he is in this society. He wants to be recognized by others. Sometimes it can represent somebody that is, in actor career, or it can be also lawyer career, but anything that has to do with being in representation in front of other people. Here it looks like a little theater a little bit, and here you have the masks. The masks that represent the fact that the person is very skilled, is very talented to seduce people, but in a good way, to adapt to people, to be diplomatic, and to adapt, to take one or another personality in order to be good. Sorry for the poverty of my words, but to play the game in a certain area. So he can be good in business, he can be good in diplomatic stuff, and yes, social things in general. So this is a charismatic character, archetype, that is in action into the world. The only thing is that he has to put his horses, he has to make them agree on which way to take, which this didn't happen totally yet. He's showing up into the world. He wants to act, and he's in a good way for that, but he still has to structure a little bit everything, and to just decide more precisely what's next. Hey Diffusion, how are you? What's up? Yeah, if that makes sense. What do we have here? Oh, big. Okay. So this is supposed to be you, and these are the influences that are playing right now in your life. So if this is you right now, you have full potential. This is the infinite potential. His hat looks like a 8 a little bit, and it's the first card. It's the beginning of everything. This battler is a very talented character. He's a very skilled character. He has everything that is needed for his projects, and it's funny because they have that in common, both, that they are great talkers, that they are great in communication, they are great for people to listen to them, and they can seduce people. And him on his table, he has everything that is needed: a sharp mind, the reception, the giving part. And here you have this little plant that just begin to flourish, to bloom. He has action and reception. He has balanced skills, and he has many different skills. The only thing is that if we don't act, if we don't move into the world, these skills will just stay skills. We have to make them grow. We have to make them flourish. We really have to take action. And here, to be honest, I don't understand why the action in the world, they are very similar, both of them. I don't understand why the action in the world is before the talented and the skilled character here. I feel you are here, this should be here. So maybe you took already a big action and you really went for it, and now you're realizing also okay, you're coming back to yourself and thinking, oh, okay, I have all these possibilities that are open in front of me. What am I gonna do next? I don't know. I imagine something like that. Okay, the Emperor. The Emperor is very useful here, because here we have a lot of potential. Here we have the action in the world and the need to understand which direction we will go. And the Emperor brings us the structure. So it's an invitation to take all of that and give a direction and give it a strong foundation, a strong structure. He's the architect. He's the one we can rely on. The Emperor is worth of our trust, and he has power. He commands, and it's a good power. It's a power for better. It's a power to do good things in the world. It's a good power. He's an architect. He has this compass on his helmet. He has these legs that create like a 4 here, and there is a little square here, and the 4 is a square. So and he's calm. He's not struggling to obtain that. He has that. So I don't know if it's your case or not. If you don't feel disciplined and if you don't feel structured, you have that in potential. If it's here, it means you have that in potential, and you have to put that in action. And if you already feel that you are all of that, you are invited to really go for it. You are invited to design exactly what you want. It's it's really the message here. Think very clearly about which direction. You have to choose a very precise direction. It's a lot in the material world here. We are in the world of material and action. You have a lot of potential. I don't know if you are having projects right now or. You're welcome. You're very welcome. I hope you're having projects right now, because it really talks about new projects. And they are all very positive if you have projects right now. Just think about the structure. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to read cards. Thank you. Who's next? Okay. Nice. You, Vanano White, you're here. Hello. How are you? Vanna not white. Vanna not white. What's up, Vanna not white? I like the names tonight. There are funny names tonight. Vanna not white. You are curious if you'd be hearing back from T. Let's check this out. Did we do the cards before and did we end up with the Wheel of Fortune, or are you saying that you want the Wheel of Fortune to turn around so that you can hear back from T? I don't know. Okay. Which I don't know at all. I'm sorry. I live in France. First, I live in France. Second, I don't watch a lot of games. I watch a lot of YouTube videos. If I watch something, it's most of the time YouTube videos. But maybe it's on YouTube too. Is it fun to watch? Okay. I like to take my time. I'm always thinking, is my pace okay? Because like right now there are 3 people or 4 people in line, and when you're at the supermarket and you have 3 or 4 people in line behind you, you have the pressure, At least it's like that in France. I don't know wherever other people are, but you're putting things in your bag and at the same time you're trying to take your wallet to pay, but you cannot do both at the same time, and you see the people behind that are waiting. And myself, I have a big pressure. But here I feel it's a time that I take to read tarot cards, and I want to take the time. I mean the right time, and not rush. Okay, so we had the same in France. We had Roue de la Fortune, Wheel of Fortune. It was a huge wheel like that, and people would go and it would turn. And I, as a kid also, I saw that and I wanted to do it myself. I really wanted to turn this Wheel of Fortune. I would have loved to do it. Tac. Yeah. Okay. Vanna White from the Wheel of Fortune. Welcome. Do you have a question, or do you want a general reading? I feel this this microphone seems too loud. I feel I'm gonna put it a little bit more far, because it's I don't want to bother people. Is that okay like that? Oh, sorry. I've been Unfocusing. Yeah. Okay, let's ask that. I cannot really answer if you will be hearing back from him or her, as I don't read the future, but we can see what's the potential right now and what's happening behind, you know. And if so, would the cards be able to see what they want to discuss? Okay, let's check it out. Okay, could you please give me 3 numbers from 1 to 22? You just breathe, you think about this person, you center, and you give me the 3 first numbers that come in your mind from 1 to 22. Eight, 3, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Here we have 8, 3, 15. The moon. We had the moon first. At the beginning. I don't know if you were here with the interpretation of the moon. Okay, this talks a lot about our dream side. We are very dreamy. We are very connected to our intuition. We are very connected to our own subconscious, unconscious. This is our subconscious that wants to rise up, that wants to find the light, and they are guarding the border, and we are invited to cross the border if we have a ticket back. She's ancient wisdom, and she's taking her light from the sun, and she's in relation with the water. She can be the archetype of the feminine, and she's a lot in her dreams, and she has a lot of imagination. But let's see what's next. Okay. I feel like tonight all the people listening to this stream are more or less in the same mood because we have the same cards coming back. So le battleur is the magician in English, and the magician has infinite possibilities. He has high potential, and he has a great balance between the active energy and the receptive energy, and he has many talents, many skills, and he's a good communicator, and he can do tricks, and he has he can have many projects and many dreams also in his mind. And there is this little plant that wants to grow from all the skills he has. The fact that they are both looking on the left here, to me it's a sign that there is nostalgia going on. They are both watching behind instead of watching what is in front of them. They dream and they rethink a lot about what happened before. Okay, as for your question, what's happening with this person? Until now, I feel there is nostalgia. There is a lot of dreaming. There is a good potential. This you and the person have a lot of potential in theory. It's not in theory, like in real. When I say in theory, I mean the fact that if we don't do anything with this potential, it will stay as just a potential. And here we have the hermit. Okay, the hermit is doing the inner work. The hermit is showing us, he's showing us the way. He's he's the first one of the series that doesn't have anything in his head. Like from the first one to the 9th here, he's the first one that is uncovered. He wants to find, he's a truth seeker. He wants to understand deeply what is the truth behind things, and he's showing the way. But he's doing that in a very lonely way, which is useful, because it's a work we have to do alone. I don't know. I love to give hope to people. I love to say beautiful things to people. And I'm just a woman in France doing tarot cards. I'm nobody. So take that with a grain of salt. But if we ask the cards have a little bit of sadness going on. They are all looking at the past. And there is a lot of inner intricacy and inner dreams and inner work. And it's a time of reflection. I cannot tell you, wow, it's bursting out of joy and creativity and action right now. It's the cards, at least, they don't say that. They say that it's a time of wandering, that there is definitely a lot of potential with this person, but that for now you or him or her, I don't know if it's male or female, is in a state of being closed right now, of inner work, of not going out into the social world. At least there is a big inner life going on there, So if you ask, is there a potential to have to communicate again with this person? It's not obvious there. It's not really obvious, because these are not very social cards. These are really inner state cards. He said his mental health was bad. This can be him, because this represents really somebody that is closed from social interactions, and that is lonely on the path. But anyway, in general, you should, I think, for me, I'm just saying what I feel for myself. I don't want to to still hope something from people that ghosted me. You know, I I deserve consistency. I want, people to be reliable. And ghosting, I feel, is pretty violent thing to do. I don't know. I know nothing about you and your situation, but somebody that is able to ghost another person, I feel it's not really nice and respectful. Unless we've been harassed, unless we've dealing with somebody that is calling us every day and harassing us in our life. Yeah, there I understand that we can ghost somebody else. Or he said his mental health, yeah. So I didn't know if he was honest or not. Sorry. Yeah, it's not respectful to ghost people. You know? I feel that the question maybe you can be asking yourself right now is why am I waiting for news from a person that ghosted me? You deserve somebody that is available for you. You deserve somebody that feels joy at the idea to be in interaction with you. You know, we never have to run after people. If people don't want to be part of our lives, adios. Have a good life. It's a present they give us. It's a present to show us, okay, next. That was not that was not constructive for our lives. But the wheel of fortune, remember, the wheel of fortune that you saw when you were a kid. So what happens with the wheel of fortune? It's turning. So don't get stuck on this situation. You know, it always moves. But and we are not talking about the future. Right now it seems pretty blocked and pretty sad, but you have a lot of potential. This is you. You can do many things. So yeah, don't get stuck on that. Don't stay stuck on that. Thank you very much. Thank you for your question and thank you for hanging with us. That's great. So we have 69, your mama. Yeah. Are you still here? From Canada, I think. All the way from Canada. Your mama in 9669. Are you still here? Mama 69 left. Maybe I was too long reading for Nana Not White, but we take the time here, you know. because life is rushing already so much. We are running already so much. I ran today so much. That's for me it's night. It's 9 o'clock at night. So for me it's time to chill out, to take the time. Okay. 69 your mama once, 69 your mama twice. Nobody is here. 3 p.m. for you. Hey, invisible audience. I didn't see you are here. Okay. So, people, if 69 your mama comes back, as well as Phantom Punk, I will give them the next. They will be next in line because I missed Phantom Punk and now I missed 69 you mama. How are you? All is good? So next we have, I'm just checking last time that she didn't or he didn't answer. Yeah. Okay, so it's you, Alchemix, now. How are you? How are you doing? Ah, you're back. Okay, Alchemix. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do a reading for 69 your mama and after for you. Okay, let's wake up here. I feel that I'm almost I'm losing a little bit of energy. I need to wake up. Okay, I'm not gonna surprise you, but the cards probably will surprise you or not, and this will be surprising if they don't surprise you, you know. Okay, let's see what's happening. Okay, can you give me 3 numbers from 1 to 22, please? Did I say Alchemix? No. 69 your mama. 69, 96 your mama. Please breathe and calmly see the 3 first numbers that pop up on your head while I mix the cards for you. 69 your mama from Canada. 1, 11, 22. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. C'est intéressant. Ok. Yeah, this deck has 22 cards. No, it has exactly 22 cards. You took the last one, you took the first one and the last one from the deck. I read like Jodorowsky. I take only the major arcanas, but you also have minor arcanas here, which I don't take because it's more for little things of the day, for everyday life, and you know, in general for deeper readings we take the major arcanas. But voila, so there are 22, but most of the interpretation comes a lot from the relation that cards have together. So it's infinite possibilities all the time. Blah blah blah. So what do we have? Ooh, interesting. there is your subconscious here that is wanting to tell you something. The devil is a funny character. It's not the scary thing that we can imagine. The devil is here to light what is hidden. So there is an invitation here to watch everywhere from all the angles and to not be scared of our deepest parts, of our most obscure parts, because we have everything inside. We are humans. We have everything as a potential, and we don't have to be scared of our. It can represent also creativity and talents and sexual energy. Everything that we have in terms of raw energy, instinct, animal, which we shouldn't refuse, but just watch as there are, as potential energy that we can also canalize for something else. There is also, it can represent also the relation of dependence, choices we make that don't come from the heart, but that come from duty or interest or sacrifice or obligation. So it invites us to watch our whatever toxic relationship we can have with ourselves or with the others. It's a very important card because it's lighting up the path. Wow, the magician is in the middle all night. All the people passing by here have a lot of potentiality people. Okay, he's watching the devil. He's using this shadow. That's cool. That's interesting. He's watching this shadow part of himself, and he thinks, how can I use it as a potential? Because everything can be useful there. Everything can be transformed. The person that is coming next, that is alchemist, will tell you that, because he's an alchemist, of course. And in alchemy, you can take the dark material and it will bring you to the light. Everything you can transform. Let's see what's next. And okay, that's nice. That's very nice. Okay, if we make a little story here, which I like to do, we have this story. The magician is in a quest of himself, okay? And to understand the whole landscape of his potential, he's in a deep travel, in a deep journey into his subconsciousness, into his fears, into his shadows. And because he's doing this work, it leads him next to step into his true authentic self, that then is able to love deeply, but not to love in this way of toxic attachment or dependence or anything. He's able to step into love and commit to love and commit to choose the path of his heart. So this is l'amoureux, the lover. The lover is a very emotional character. He's always taken by his emotions. He's always doubting, and there is a choice to make there, and definitely there is the choice of authenticity and the choice of the heart to make. You see, this little angel is ready to throw an arrow to touch the heart. So it reminds us that we have to listen deeply to our own ethics, to our own deep values, and to what resonates deeply in us to make a choice. I don't know if this talks to you at all. You know, the chronology here also is nice. We begin with a time of shadow work that leads to a lot of potential, that leads to a very nice state here where we are opening our heart. I really like that. Okay. Okay, let's do that. Any advice? I feel this is already an advice to step into what is really calling you from your heart, but let's try to be more precise. I don't know if we can be this precise. Let's try that. Okay, how to move forward? Because I remember you from last time. Yeah. You have some help coming here. Allez. Qu'est-ce qu'on dit? On dit celle-là, qu'est-ce que t'en penses? Hop. Allez, un bon conseil. Un bon conseil, how to move forward. Okay. Okay. This is a precision about the devil, about this shadow work we are inviting you to do. Well, the cards are inviting you to do. They say, really go deep there. Try to understand which patterns brought you there, which dynamics, which old dynamics you can have that maybe don't belong to you, that maybe belong to your parents, grandparents, etc. This is a work that is important, to take the responsibility of our own lives and to understand that we are co-creating things all the time. So this is really studying our subconscious, our unconscious. Maybe you can do that with somebody that can help. Sometimes it's hard for us to see our own shadows. Well, not sometimes, all the times. You know, if they are in state of shadow, it means that we put them aside, which is normal because we have to be functional. But it's apparently it's important work you can try to do, and the best is with a therapist. You know, I don't know if you have this possibility, but like, I'm not a therapist. You know, some professional help is maybe important here. Okay, here we have a blockage of this potential. So I don't know what is blocked right now. You have to, this is also an invitation to to see from another perspective what is happening, and to cut the genealogic uh, the branches of the genealogic tree that keeps us attached to toxic stuff. I have no idea what it can be for you, but this potential cannot bloom if this work is not made. I don't know. I just tell you what I see with the cards. And this invites us look, it's the same person here that invites us. You have the lover and you have the chariot. Step into your heart. Step into try to find your sacred fire. And I don't know which, you wanted a clear advice. I'm sorry. I cannot tell you because I don't know you. I don't know your potential. But this means you have a lot of talents. You have a lot of potential. You have all the keys. Magician has the keys for it. And he takes action into the world to use these keys. And he steps into his depth, his heart. I cannot find another advice than deeply go seek in yourself. But yeah, maybe ask for some help. Alone sometimes we are just lost. And it's nice to come to Twitch and talk to people. But if it's a work you have to do, like a deep work where you have to be in your vulnerability and really talk about what's going on deeply for you. And it's not something we can do here with a chat and in public like that. I'm sorry, I would love to help you more. How many people do we have next? Yeah, I don't know, but there is definitely a work to do, with find help, find I don't know if you have the possibility to do that, or if it's not professional help. Maybe it's a person that knows you very well, that that loves you deeply and you can trust, and you can also try to figure out things with this person. But don't stay alone in beautiful Canada. Um, 69, your mama, you're always welcome. Okay? And take good care of you. I hope I have good news from you soon. Hello, Alchemix. How are you? Hello, Scotland girl. How are you, Scotland girl? I am good. Had a crazy day, and I said, okay, I'm gonna stream today at 7 o'clock. And I was not ready at all at 7 o'clock. I kept having things added in this day. And I thought I'm never gonna make it, but because I said I would make it on Instagram and stuff, I said okay, I'm obliged. And it's great because it gives me an hour, which I'm very bad with hours. And you, what's up? Yeah. Yeah, that was Alchemix first. So you're interested in how your ex feels about you since you left, or since you broke up, or since you moved on. Okay, let's see what's happening now with Maya. Ah, what did I do there? I didn't know I did a mistake. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's my fault. Pardon me. I thought I put next for Alchemix and not for diffusion. Sorry, diffusion. Okay, let's do that. We all make mistakes. Yes, but I make a little bit more than usual people in general. You know, I'm the queen of mistakes because I'm in the moon. I'm always thinking about other stuff, so I have to be in the moment. Palo Santo. I'm asking the help of Palo Santo. To focus right now. Do you think it will help? I hope so. Santo Palo Santo, help me to focus. Merci beaucoup. Ok. Alchemix. Let's see. Okay. Let's see if the cards can answer that. How does Maya feels about you? Can you give me, please? You visualize her, you breathe calmly, and you give me the 3 first numbers that come in your mind between 1 and 22, please. It's not this huge. Maybe it seems huge because it's close. But you see, this is a shell. And just... I don't know if it's way bigger than the ones you have. Six, 8, 7. Ok. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 6, we have 7, and we have 8 in the middle. Is that right? Okay, interesting. So, Maya. What's up, Maya? Maya is trying to find her Balance. Yeah, that was the question. How does she feel? Um, yeah, she's trying to find her own balance. She's trying to be, she's trying to, yeah, to go back to a state where she can give and receive in a harmonious way, in a balanced way. She's trying to, yeah, temperance is harmonizing our spiritual and our body, our darkness and our lightness. She's trying to find harmony. Okay, normally this is you in the middle. You have come to a time where maybe the material world is not enough, where you feel that you have a spiritual call. There is something behind that you would like to. Yeah, you have a call. You have a spiritual call, and it can also be that you want to transmit something. You want to. Yeah, you want to bring things to people. You want to be generous to somebody, or I don't know. I don't know if you're thinking about her and wanting to transmit her a knowledge you have or a vision you have, or yeah. Because do you feel that you understood things that she didn't understand, and that you would like her to to understand your vision of how things happened? Yeah. Okay, let's see what's next. I have no idea. I have no idea. You know what? This can be a work in progress with because there are many people doing tarot here, so you can help me, because here, normally the lover is a time when you're ready to love with your heart and to step into commitment and loving somebody with your heart. So I don't know. I don't want to make mistakes here. How can I interpret that in regard of this question? Does that mean that she's now ready to step into commitment and to listen to her heart she has a choice to make right now, and she's invited to make the choice of the heart? Or does that mean that it's always difficult when we ask a question about how does that person feel. If we strictly keep the question, she feels she's finding her balance. She feels a call, a spiritual call. And she feels that she's now ready to step into loving truly somebody. Okay? If we have this question and have you in the middle, you feel that you have the truth, not the truth, but you have a very strong call and something that she would benefit from knowing from you or from having from you, maybe. And you are now ready to make the good choice, but you have a choice to make there. I don't know. You are the alchemist, you know. You mean she's on a journey into pursuing comics and video gaming, or are you? Um, yeah, yeah, that's sad in a way. You know, when you have to walk away from somebody because the feelings are too strong and you cannot just stay friends. That's I really get you there. That's a very hard decision to make. But yeah, you have to take care of yourself there. Yeah. Um yeah, this is also really the doubt, you know, this is highly emotional people also that are always torn with their hearts. Do I go right or do I go left? You know, it's it's species in astrology. It's, yeah, all the signs of water. They are always torn by their hearts. Um, but to me, this is you, you know, and you have a beautiful spirituality going on. You have a high call for you have things to transmit to people. You have yeah, you have a lot of inner spirituality going on, and keep that, and find your balance too. Find your own harmony too, because yeah, you really have um, a lot of possibilities here. But yeah, this definitely, and especially at the end, is an advice to not be taken too much by the mental, but listen to your guts more. But here, you know, if your guts told you that it was not good for you to stay around and that you had to protect yourself, this was a good thing. Ha la la, emotional people. That's we cannot do anything about that. It's with time it helps to tame that hearts that heart that is super sensitive or that is jumping at any, you know, situation. Okay, who do we have next? I think we have Scotland on the phone right now. I'm gonna close the list here, because after, yeah, it's gonna be okay for tonight after. That is accurate. Oh, I like to read that. Thank you very much. I hope at least, you know, my main goal here is not to be, of course, if I can be accurate, I'm happy, but it's not so that people say you're accurate. My main goal is that people can ask themselves questions that they didn't think about before, and that they can have new questions in their head that leads them to find their own answers. That would be my best goal. Yeah, thank you, Alchemix. It was a pleasure. Hello, Diffusion. How are you? So you're right. Last time I saw one of your video, and you told me that we could talk because you don't have a very strong Scotland accent, and I could understand almost everything you were saying, and it's true. You're very understandable for a poor English speaker like me. So I was happy about it. So yeah, one day we can do this video talk. Feeling a bit hippie and trying to cope with life at the moment. Okay. But grateful. Yeah. Gratitude is the key, huh? Yeah. Gratitude is really the key. Trying to find even little stuff for what we could be grateful. General career reading, just what is coming your way. Okay, I'm gonna focus. I have a cat on my lap, and you know what? I like also to not have crossed legs. I feel if I cross my legs, I don't know. In the symbolism, I don't want to be close to what's up. Blah blah blah. You know, it's just stories I tell myself. But it's true. I want to be totally available. Me too. I love cats. They are our masters. They teach us the way. They teach us how to let go and how to be grateful. And they have the grace. And they walk like that. And they're always graceful. It's crazy. They are living sculpture walking around. And they are independent. You know, they are not attached to us in a scary way. They say, oh, today I want cuddles. Oh, no, now I don't want cuddles. They decide. You had a cat in your dream. What did he do? Was he... I had a cat in my dream 1 week ago. It was huge. It was very big, but he was my pet, and I thought, if he gets angry one day, he can just kill me because he's so big. But I said, no, but I pet him, he's nice. Blah, blah, blah. What was your cat in your dream? What was he doing? I was under the swimming pool, and these people said, you shouldn't go home to your cat. It misses you. And the cat swam all the way up and nuzzled my head, and I took it home. That's great! It was like a black and white cat. Black with white spots. It's the Tao that came talking to you. It was at the bottom of the pool staring up at me, and then it swam up. It was kind of after all the chaos of the dream. Yeah, if he's white with little spot, black with little white spots, it's like the Tao. It's like the harmony of everything. But I've never seen a cat that swims in a swimming pool. That's very cute. That's very cool. I really recognize your creativity there. Yeah, that's highly symbolic, you know? That's very interesting. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this water is always the whole world of emotions. That means that you're very in connection with your subconscious and with yourself. That's a very good sign. Okay. Maybe one day you can tell me your name, your real name, because I call you Diffusion, which is cool also. I really like Diffusion. Okay. So it's about the career, right? It's about your career. Okay. This career, okay? Please give me 3 numbers from 1 to 22. Structure came again. I think that last time structure came. Now I told you when I cut, I just check underneath, like what is underneath the swimming pool. And underneath the swimming pool here, there was the emperor. And I think last time you took the emperor, the structure. So underneath the swimming pool should be a nice structure to structure all this creativity. Okay, 3, 5, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alors, okay, for you I'm gonna do that. Normally you're here. I don't know how you interpret the sun, but if this is not gratitude, joy, friendship, this is just pure joy. Okay, this is just pure light. I feel okay. So, but let's not lose ourselves into. Yeah, I agree. That's a great card. It's the first time it shows up today. So, okay, this is you. This means ça va. This means you're on the great path. This means you shouldn't worry too much. Maybe. It shines for you. There is joy, there is gratitude, there is friendship, love, there is warmth from life, there is this incredible force of energy shining on you. It's difficult to do better than that. Okay, what are the forces around you for your career? We are talking about the career. Okay, obvious if you ask the question. The fool doesn't really know where he goes. He feels very free. He feels totally free. But from this freedom, he feels also sometimes a little bit lost. He's looking at the stars. He's playing his own music. He doesn't want to be put in a box. He doesn't want to be labeled by anything. He doesn't want to be at the service at his ego, but the ego is at his service. He has all the cards of tarot here in his bundle, and he's going on his own path, of discovering himself. But this is really like the first burst of energy, the raw first energy, but big freedom. Yeah, the ego is the little dog there that we need. We need some ego. It's not something that we have to be afraid of and just shut off. And we need some ego too, but the good ego, the protective ego, the ego that sometimes tells us, no, I deserve better than that, and I'm proud, and I deserve. But the ego also that we can watch and we can say, oh, this was a decision made by the ego. And as long as you're aware of your ego, it's okay. It's when you take yourself, when you're mixing yourself with the ego, this is dangerous, when you think you are him. But as long as you're clear with that and you see it as it is, as the ego, he can be very useful. Blah blah blah. I can relate to that, I feel. Yeah, that's exciting, to be free, to be totally free. Everything is open, like even more than with the magician that arrives just next. This has no numbers. All the ways are available there. But yeah, you might feel lost. But you have joy in your heart, and you have luck. You're a lucky person in general. You have something very good going on. I feel that if you give goodness outside, it also comes back to you. It's a virtuous circle. So, this definition of you here, keep it always. It's very precious. And here we have the Judgment. Okay, many informations there. First, there is like a vocation, a true call that is happening, a shift of perspective before. Okay, so if we talk about the career, you must have a true call. There might be an intense vocation calling you. No? That invites you to really play your own music. Okay, you want to play your own music? Go ahead and play your own music. And by really listening to this true call there is a vocation here. There is a big shift of perspective, that when you find this harmony between the giving and the receiving, between the I don't find my words anymore, between the perception and the action. It's not the perception, the moon. Okay, it's late, but you know what I want to say. I cannot find this word that is so common here. Okay, when you find, to sum up, when you find your harmony, there is something new that is coming. There is really a new perspective. Really, it's every time. Did you see that when we arrive to like a new conscious, a a new state of consciousness. You know, when we have like, oh wow, it's working like that, or oh, I understand that about my life or something. There is a new, like a new reality that is opening to us. And this is this card. A new reality is created before the world. You know, this is the 20th. The world is 21. So, okay, let's go back. Let's go back to the career. I don't know, listen to your true call. Play your own music. Really play your music. Yeah, it's really like a eureka moment. Yeah. But it's not just flowers and strawberries. Huh? You know, these moments are moments of awareness, and at the same time you can feel lost for a while and don't remember your name. You know, sometimes we can feel super lost in these states, but you have faith. You have to keep the faith. You know, I feel you're somebody that is hyper, sensitive and connected to your intuition. So this shouldn't be hard. But do you have like a big call right now? Do you have like a something quite intense going on? I'm happy to read that. Yeah, I like that when you're shaken up by reality. That's exactly the thing. You know, when you have a shift of vision suddenly. Yeah, when you say try not to be so hard on myself, the name also, the judgment, is reminding you to not, to not judge yourself too harshly. You know, sometimes we can be our worst judge, and but it's great if you really realize that today. It's very important. Are you composing music? Did you finish to compose some songs and or some lyrics? Okay, you yeah. Okay. Do you remember when I cut what was underneath the in the middle of the deck? There was the emperor, and last time you had the emperor too. So all of that is very important to keep. It's very precious. But if you want the world to access your music, you have also to structure it, and to, we are in a world now where we have to show up and be everywhere and put your music everywhere and try stuff and be on YouTube, be on Instagram, show up there, and yeah, show what you're doing. Yeah, it was really, the underneath thing. So underneath all of that, we need to have some discipline, so that the message is more clear, so that what you want to do will be more like a laser beam that touch better your goal. Thank you. you know um yesterday, I don't know if it was yesterday, no, 2 days ago, there was this, I always forget his name. um he's from New York, and he does stand up, and he's a magician too, and he's a DJ too. Marlo Hennett, no, Bennett, Marlo something, and yeah, Kenneth. Thank you, Robert Marlowe. That's right, that's him. And he was talking about ADHD, and he was talking about people that have many ideas, that are very connected, and that are highly emotional, and that do many things at the same time. And you might be one of this type of people. So for this type of people, we need also structure, but not in the way that we have to beat ourselves and say, "Oh no, I was not disciplined today," and it's normal. It's just a brain that works differently. Uh, Structure in the way that, okay, let's focus on that right now. I, you know, we are very more efficient when we do things, when we sequence things. Okay, for this morning I'm doing this, and after it will be another story, but for now I'm totally doing that. And just not see the big mountain that is in front of us, but just focus on the first step we can do towards something. That's all. For today, I do one step. I'll see tomorrow what's next. This is very, in terms of the structure that we are talking to, it's doesn't have to be like a normative thing that we feel, oh, I'm impossible. It's impossible for me to do that. I'm not disciplined enough, or it's not there to beat ourselves up. It's there just to say, okay, I just need to focus, to sequence stuff better. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for that. That's cool, huh? That's a very great spread here we have. I don't know if you took a picture, if you captured it or not, but I like the fact that this represents you. It's a very... Yeah, you're right. The sun is one of the best cards. Well, there is no, best and bad, and because, every path is worth taking. If we are in a situation right now, we have to learn from it, and it's okay. And it could be the devil, or it could be death, or anything. It would be important for you to go through that. So, but yeah, that's cool. Sorry, invisible audience. I hope you're still here. I hope you're not too, bored about the talks here. Maybe he left. Maybe he was tired of listening to. Oh, you're here. Sorry. I really feel that I took my time here a lot. But it's also great to take the time, you know? So how are you? Yeah, that was great. That was great. At the beginning, I met somebody that learned from Jodorowsky too, like I did, so it was a very great connection. But overall, I I didn't expect to find that on Twitch. Really, I feel there are great connections here, you know? Okay, 7:13:21. Open to any message. Let's do that. It's been years since you've seen Holy Mountain. Since you've seen Holy Mountain, okay. Hello Stacia, Alcedoni, come stai? I think I saw that you were, you know, it's quite late. Maybe we can do a quick reading after Invisible Audience. If you're still here, okay, let's do that. I don't like to let people. Yeah, if you're available now, let's do that. But first, okay, as you like. We'll see after if you're still here or not, how we feel. Okay. Do you have a question? Ah, okay. It's about, yeah, the Holy Mountain. Yeah, yeah. You know that. That was a crazy movie. To tell you the truth, I'm fond of whatever he says. I'm crazy about his books, especially The Dance of Reality. That really, I feel, changed my vision about what is reality. But the Holy Mountain, the aesthetic is too crazy for me. You know, it's just symbolism upon symbolism about symbolism, but I miss some connection to the heart and to the emotion. It's almost too mental for me, which is it's not supposed to be because it's about symbolism. But it doesn't talk directly to my heart. It talks too much to my mind. Blah blah blah. Okay. Oh yeah, you said open to any message. Sorry. Okay. I don't know if you saw that. So we have a great harmony going on underneath. But 7, 13, 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay. What are you doing right now? A little bit lost too. A little bit lost in the field. lost in translation. Okay, very free-minded. Again, you don't want to be labeled, you don't want to be put in a box. You prefer to keep your freedom. You want to sing your own music. You want to create your own path. You're watching the stars in the sky, a little bit head in the moon, and you're feeling lost right now, but you feel that there is a great energy that is arriving. It's really the first life energy force. So you have that in you. You have this sacred fire, but you don't know where to light it up and where to put it. Okay, this is almost the same, but it's the next step of it. So this energy force that was there at the beginning, and this freedom became learning skills and became a little bit more concrete in the material world. So you feel that in your life you've done that already. You have understood what are your potentials, and you know your skills. You know how to talk. You know how to I cannot say sell yourself, because it has a negative side, but you know how to seduce people in the good way, in the way that you can convince. You're a great social talker, and you have many different skills. You just don't know where to go. You have a sharpness, a mental sharpness. You have you can act if you want, but you just didn't decide yet how you're gonna put your skills in action. But this tells you there is a infinite potential energy going on. Freedom, you're very attached to your freedom, and you have a hard time accepting hierarchy or people telling you what to do. And you have the star with you. Okay, everything is okay. Everything is okay. You have the star. You wanted to have a message. Open to any messages. Okay. If you're looking for a message here, the message of the star is give yourself. Give a little bit of yourself. Be authentic. Be as authentic as possible. You see, she doesn't wear a lot of clothes there. She doesn't care. It goes well with him, He's totally free. He sings his own music. He does his own music. And her, she's totally authentic. She's on her true self, but in the deepest way. And she's connected to the cosmos, and she's connected to the earth. She's really connected to both at the same time. It's the most connected archetype of the tarot. You really have the connection here, and the connection, you're anchored, and at the same time you have, I don't know if you believe in chakras or stuff, but it's like your sacred chakra is connected, and there are, and you have a good capacity to give. Okay, if you want a message, if you want an advice here, this is an invitation to give. This is generosity. It's an invitation also to receive, because you cannot give if you don't receive. It's a circle, and you there are things that are blooming in your life. There are things that you planted and you are receiving the fruit right now. I hope this is true, because it's a really beautiful card, the star. As above, so below. Yeah, it's really a great connection. You know what? I'm happy for you that you end up with this card. Because I don't know if you've seen some readings. Sometimes it's people are in a more difficult time, and it's okay. Everything is okay. But the main thing here is that you're really attached to your freedom. Okay, why not? But remember that you're a being that is part of nature, that is part of the whole circle of cosmos and earth, and you give and you receive, and I don't know if this talks to you, or if you feel that you're missing that in your life. If you're missing that in your life, there is really an invitation to feel the flow of giving and receiving. I don't know if it's, giving more of your time to people you love, giving more time to yourself, being more in this flow state of being connected, also being connected to nature. If you have the possibility to go out in nature and feel this true connection that you already have in yourself, that is a big part of you, it's an invitation to feel that even more. So, yeah. I don't know if you get any message from that. But man, this card is beautiful. Man or woman, I don't know. I know that we chatted other times, but I don't remember what we said before. You get it? I hope at least it can light up some questions on the way. Yeah. You're Jude. All right. Yeah. Give and receive and connect to nature. If you're too much in the city, get some plants, and talk to the stars, or go barefoot in the ground. I don't know, but there is a connection to nature there. Or take a telescope and watch the stars. I don't know if you had a question about your work or love, but just to tell you, just to finish, to wrap it up, I have this card a lot, and I feel that free-minded people are very interesting people, and it's great that they are creating their path. They are not waiting for people to tell them what to do. They want to be totally free. I feel it's great, but we need some structure sometimes. We need to anchor, and that's what this is inviting us to do, to anchor more, to be, he's watching. Look, it's quite obvious here. He's watching the stars, you see? So he's always in his head and in his ideas and his imagination. And she's trying to find her own authenticity in her. She's totally vulnerable and herself, and she's in the cycle of giving and receiving. I have no idea if this can talk to your life right now. Yeah. Yeah, next time we can do another reading more precise about a precise question you might have. Yeah. I'm here Wednesday too. Same hours. Yeah, I'll be here on Wednesday. I'll try to be here 7 p.m. Hour of France, which is 1 p.m. CST, I guess. But I wish you the best in work and love. Ok. Style Child Donny. Ah, c'est une bonne idée de lancer un raid. J'ai jamais fait ça. Je t'ai dit, je suis nouvelle ici et je sais pas. Mais j'avais vu ça. Ok. Hello, hello, hello. Euh, Ah, je croyais que c'était toi qui me conseillais de lancer un raid. Mais est-ce que... Oh, je comprends pas ce qui se passe. Quelqu'un peut m'expliquer? Je suis newbie. I am a newbie here. I don't know. Hello, hello. Just when I was saying goodbye, I cannot say goodbye in this. I cannot say goodbye in this situation. Ça va, Modern Death? Oh, mais merci. Ça y est, je viens de comprendre. Il me faut du temps. It takes some time. Okay. How are you? I'm gonna go on for once. It's my first raid in my life. I have to celebrate that. Okay? It's going great. I did many tarot readings tonight. And yeah, it was very great. And you know what? I met some people that are interested in Jodorowsky, Vision of Tarot, which never happened to me before. And it was very cool. El Diablo. Yeah. And what were you doing with Modern Death? He's doing tarot readings too? Hey, that's so nice. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm so new here. I'm so newbie here that I have to get into this stuff more and understand how all of that is working. But thank you so much. That's cool. I thought we have to talk to each other and say, okay, so that we are not on at the same time, because last time I was watching the stream of Ken Ben. She just gave me the name, Ken Marlowe, the guy that does stand up in New York and that does tarot cards too. And I thought, oh, it's great that we don't do it at the same time, because I'm very happy to listen to him. So if I stream at the same time, I cannot. So I missed it. If you have a schedule, I can check your next stream. That would be cool. That's great. Okay. Maybe I can do to celebrate that. Maybe I can do a last reading for somebody if somebody is interested. You're whenever you feel like it, you go on. Okay. Another ADHD. We talked about ADHD tonight. About people that are all over the place. And yeah, I feel like that right now. And you know, it feels good when you think, oh, I'm not alone on this boat of being all over the place. Man, right now I'm finishing to edit a YouTube video. I have like 5 YouTube channels different because I want to develop music. Well, this is my main work is music, but inside music I have many projects. And after I have tarot with and after most of all I have inking. I'm painting, and now I thought I want to do my own tarot deck and paint 78 paintings, which is a crazy project. But you know, last year I did Inktober with 31 drawings. Well, there were 31 prompts, and I of course I didn't do 31, but I did like 27 paintings, which for me was already crazy, and I burned out literally. Blah blah blah. Yeah, but ADHD also I do, you know, like this I would never say that about myself because I don't like to put myself in a box too, and I feel I don't know if it's also good to label ourselves like that. You too, thank you, Modern Death. I wish you the best too. One day you'll tell me where you were all over the place, in which terms, and all the things you're doing. And next time you're streaming, I would love to see a stream of you. And thank you for the red. You're my first redder, uh, red contributor. I don't know what's the scientific term about people that send a red, but that's very cool. It's a cognitive distortion to label. Yeah, you know, what is not a cognitive distortion? Tell me. What is a what is not distorted? I don't know. Okay. Does somebody want a last reading? Because I did many readings. I'm here since, I don't know, 3 hours now. And I planned to stay like 2 hours, and I stayed 3 hours. But if somebody wants a last quick reading, I can do it. If not, I think I'm gonna wrap it up for tonight. Emotional thinking is another one, is a cool concept about psychology. That's a long discussion that I don't know if I want to have now, but I agree. Yeah, yeah. I don't have any readings I want. Sorry, I'm not English speaker. I don't have any readings I want. What does that mean? I don't have any readings I want. You mean you don't have any question right now to get a reading? Is that the meaning? Don't you find it, as a streamer, don't you find it frustrating that we cannot talk just, you know, I think with Discord we can have people in direct. Okay, that's what you meant. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for translating and to making my English better. Thank you very much. Okay. Diablo, you don't want a reading either? If not, I think I'm gonna say good night to everybody. Well, good night to French people or Netherlands people. Allez, ok. always up for a little tarot reading. Stacha Chedoni was waiting. Are you sure it's okay for you? Because you know what? I have to tell you something, Diavolo. Stacha Chedoni was waiting and I closed the queue because I said, okay, it's enough now. And she said, oh, okay, let's meet on Wednesday. Are you sure it's okay? We meet on Wednesday? Or else you have priority because you were here. It's okay for you? Okay, I'm gonna wait here that you talk to each other and you decide who wants to have one. For me, you know, I just said Stacha has a little priority because she was here all the time. As you like, everything will be good and okay anyway. And we can also meet also on Wednesday. People are so polite here. I am delighted by the people I meet here. You know, before I heard Twitch is an arena where lions are fighting together, you know. But no, I only meet nice people that are very super nice to each other. I don't know if it's the tarot community, but it's, you know, no, after you, no, after you, no, please, it's my, no, it's your turn, oh. Yeah, that's so cute. I like that. Okay, so, okay. Last word was, yeah. So who do I'm lost. You know, I can do. Yeah, who has the who is the most inspired? Okay. I'm gonna let you talk together and we see each other on Wednesday because we can last like that 1 hour. Okay. Dang lol. Okay. You know what we do? We do two very quick for both. Okay. Both of you, please. Like that, I can, you know, I will go to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning because it's very late in my country right now. Okay. Okay. Both of you. First time ever I do a read for two people. That's gonna be funny. Please? How are we gonna do that? Okay. Stacha knows it, but Diavolo, no. I don't just take out cards. I ask people to give me numbers from 1 to 22. I do the Jodorowsky style. So, okay. Okay, Stacha is insisting that Diavolo has one. So, please, Diavolo, give me 3 numbers. You breathe, you connect. Yeah, like in meditation, calmly, you give me the 3 first numbers that come into your mind for from 1 to 22. Diavolo 7. this was underneath the action into the world. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. So we have 3 here, 7 and 17. Big change is coming, or you are in a state of big change right now. You are cleaning out things that you don't want anymore. You are making something new. You are letting go things that don't serve you anymore. Just in case you mistook that for the death, this is not the death. This is the unnamed arcana that has a number but no name. There is no definition to it. It's a subconscious, unconscious path we are going through, which is a big cleaning. A new cycle is arriving. You see, she's full of flesh here. She's full of energy, and she's in this movement of going forward. In her spine, in her center, there is the spirituality and the action flowing. The clear blue in Tarot de Marseille is spirituality. And here we are cutting the roots of toxic behaviors, of toxic relationships, so that we can have, the alchemist. This is the dark material. It's from that we can make, we can find the true material, the thing, the light material. And you can see that from this ash that we have here, there are already little leaves that are growing. You see? So we are on this path of letting go. That is very important, because if you're cleaning the things that don't serve you anymore, if you're cleaning the toxic links you could have before, etc., you have to learn also to let go. And this can be painful sometimes, to let go things we were attached to before, but it's very useful for a better life later. I don't know if this talks to you. This is you in the middle. This is you right now. The star. The star is the harmony with all things. The star has a big connection with the cosmos and has a big connection with nature, and you can see that the spiritual state of her is flowing freely behind. Like there is in your inner personality, there is a lot of harmony with things, as much with the spirit and the anchored material world. When I say material here is more with nature and with the world. And you planted some seeds that are growing, and this is talking about your soul. Your soul wants to be connected. Your soul wants to give and to receive, and it's doing that naturally. It's not a big effort for you to give. But if you give, you have to learn how to receive. This is very important too. And it's an invitation also to be in your authenticity. But if you have this card in the middle that is representing you, you're somebody that is very authentic, and you don't like to wear masks and to pretend stuff that you are not. Yeah. So you're in this state. This is really you right now, but you're going through a big change. Wow, you're going through a big change. Yeah, that's signed here. There is this is the truth that has to come out in order to things to, yeah, a little bit like this one, like her, she's doing a big cleaning and she's learning to let go of things so that the path is cleaner, the path is more clear, and you can begin again with good fundamentals. And la Maison Dieu, which is the house of God, which can be also the Babel Tower, reminds us that we have to go, it's like the useful crisis. It's the useful truth that is coming out, that was retained for too long, that has to go out. And there is it's a very happy card too. It's a celebration. Finally we opened this tower, finally the truth came out, and finally we can go back to build a new fundamental, a new I don't know the word. Okay, now this is so accurate that it's scary. Oh really? Yeah, but yeah, there is sometimes a crisis or a chaos is very useful, and it's actually a very good thing to happen. And yeah, Jodorowsky always says that this is not a bad card at all, because it's really a celebration. You see all these bubbles of colors here. They are falling, but they are dancing at the same time, and it's you have all this water flowing naturally here, and you have all these plants growing, so the new growing is already beginning. Voila. That's a beautiful personality card to have in the middle. That's very, you have a beautiful card in the middle. You have really, I feel that you shouldn't worry in this situation. It's crisis we all go through, and it's just cycles, and right now you're in a cycle that is probably hard to go through, but you're in harmony with all the things here, and there's no worry to have. It's just a difficult time to go through. Really, it's funny. Yeah, that's funny, huh? I really feel there can be a lot of synchronicities, but to me it's not scary, or it's just because we are a part of the same subconscious, universal subconscious sometimes. I guess, I hope so. I like to believe in that. I like to read things through this lens. Yeah. Okay. Um, Thanks for the raid. Thanks for hanging around here. This was very cool. Yeah, if you're interested in I don't know if in English is the universal subconscious. It's a term that was developed by Carl Jung. He was talking about, in French it's inconscient universel, so I imagine in English it's universal unconsciousness, maybe. I write to you, Carl Jung. I imagine you've heard his name before, or you know him very well. I don't know you, so. And he developed this idea that we are, he was a student of Freud, of Sigmund Freud, and he discovered that there were archetypes that were common in many different cultures that didn't have any contact with each other or didn't know each other, and through the centuries and the centuries he discovered there were universal archetypes that were existing in humans. And yeah, you can read a lot about that. That's very interesting. Yeah, that's very cool. Yeah, and to me it's related to the fact I do to how I do tarot cards. It's more related to this universal subconsciousness, which is just energy, that we all share, that at the end we are all one. That they had beef later in life. What does that mean, they had beef later in life? Yeah, religions. Oh, sorry. I know some basic things about religions that I never enjoyed. Yeah. Guys, girls, thank you very much for being here. That was very interesting, and but I'm dead right now. I really need to go to bed soon because here it's late. I wish you to take care of yourselves, of souls, minds, and bodies, and see you. And sorry again, Stachacedoni. I hope we see each other on Wednesday. Voilà. Have a good night. Ciao everybody. Take care. Ciao a tutti. This was very cool. Bye.